Hi, I'm Storm of Chaos, and we're doing more Sonic Boom out of context, trying to guess what the context is with my buddy. If you want to introduce yourself again.
Hello. Once again, I am Der403 or Der403. I go by both. Most people call me Der. Yeah, we're back with more out of context, guessing the context.
Yes, and I
From Sonic
appreciate you coming back for another episode.
No, of course. No problem.
Should we go on then?
Let's get to it.
Terrible! We pretty much bend a knee to the nearest tyrant who wants to enslave us.
I fucking love the Gogobuzz. That's what their species is called.
What? That's incredible. Starting off with an incredible clip. Why am I talking about this like a sports commentator?
Right? Here we have the Gogobuzz saying this. That's basically what you did.
Okay.
He's actually
anyway.
the chief of the village, by the way.
Nice. So what's the context for that? Let's see. So maybe Eggman is trying to plot something. He's attacking them because he's attacking them to get to Sonic or something. Oh, that is a terrible, terrible guess. That is so vague.
Well, I
wrong.
mean, you got part of it right. Eggman is attacking, but not them.
He's attacking the group, the usual group of Sonic and Knuckles and them.
Only Sonic and Tails is there, but you're close.
Okay. And they've gone to these guys to seek support, but they've just told them that they just kneel to whoever has the most power.
No.
Darn. They've maybe I'm partially right. Maybe their Sonic and Tails are trying to get their help by imposing their own power on
Gogobuzz
them.
are the one that need help.
Oh.
But Eggman's attacking Sonic and Tails.
Oh. Why would Sonic and Tails be going? Wait, did they go to the Gogobars, or did the Gogobars go to them?
The Gogobuzz went to Sonic and Tails.
Oh, Gogobars. Okay, there's no R. Got it.
Gogobars. Yeah. They're just their own walk-in bar.
You know.
I'm sorry, I had to pick on you for that one.
No worries. The Gogobuzz came to them for help because they're being enslaved by the local wildlife?
No.
Because So if Eggman is attacking Sonic and Tails, it probably doesn't have anything to do with Eggman.
No, it doesn't. Well, kinda. They're saying that line to Eggman, but you're also right by it has nothing to do with Eggman initially. Do you want me to just tell you? Because this is a weird one.
Sure.
So Eggman is attacking Sonic and Tails, and Sonic and Tails don't want the Gogobuzz there because of what they dealt with earlier, and I can't tell you because I know there's another clip of the same episode later.
Okay.
Anyways, so they're trying to get rid of the Gogobuzz, and so they make the Gogobuzz are like, it's probably our fault you lost the battle, and Eggman's like, yeah, that's right, and Sonic and Tails is like, you trying to steal our new teammates? And Eggman's like, new teammates, and Sonic and Tails like, yeah, if you stole them, it'd be like, you won this battle or something. So Eggman's like, what does it got to take for you to join Eggman? And he's like, well, we basically bow down to the nearest tyrant that wants to enslave us.
So basically, nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
I love it. That's great.
Yeah. There'll be more context to that episode later on in the video. I just don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
I've got sugar plums up in here.
So we actually saw the first part of that earlier in the video. Or, well, in the last video.
Part one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, essentially, in the same context, you just gotta figure out what the sugar plums are in dealing.
Well, I presume that was just a tactic to get Knuckles to break her out of prison by smashing the wall.
You're partially right, but the sugar plums are actually part of the plot of the story.
Because Cena's Knuckles has been, for lack of a better word, zombified.
Or hypnotized, either or works.
I'm guessing, and seeing as this was like a sleepy time thing, I'm guessing he was dreaming about sugar plum fairies. And like doing ballet and that. 'Cause I think there's another clip I've seen where he like
the ballet's completely different episode.
Okay, but either way, I'm gonna stick with sugar plum fairies.
Okay, so you're kind of right. I could tell you if you want, but you can keep guessing.
Give me a few. And yeah.
Because I can't give you any hints at this point, or else it would completely give you the answer.
All right, we've reached that point. It's like you're close enough. Okay.
Yeah, last episode you got 2 points. Your point counter is back down to 0 for this episode.
Of course. So, sugar plums. So it's sort of in the same vein as sugar plum fairies.
Well, nothing to do with fairies, but the sugar plum part, I meant.
Okay. The sugar plum. He's dreaming about eating sugar plums, and he can't get enough of sugar plums. So she entices him with the sugar plums.
You're kind of there.
He can't get enough of just fruits in general. No, he can't. That doesn't sound like Knuckles. He's in an eating frenzy.
No.
What sugar plums? What would be enticing about sugar plums to a self-proclaimed meathead?
Think of what the episode entailed from what I told you last time.
Well, okay. So last time it was about Eggman taking over the radio waves in order to zombify people in their sleep because of the Dreamcaster. He was dreaming about sugar plums.
Okay, yes, the whole village is dreaming about sugar plums, though.
Oh, the whole village is dreaming about sugar plums. Okay. It's a competition to see who can get the most sugar plums.
No.
Ooh.
Honestly, I thought I gave it away with that hint, but apparently not.
Or maybe I'm just dumb.
Well, we know that's not true. You're good at IT stuff, so you're clearly intelligent.
Fair. Okay, so that sounded so condescending. Anyway,
I give you a compliment and you go condescending on my ass. I see how it is.
Anyway, oh god, I have nothing. I nope.
So, Dreamcaster doing the hypnotization, use sugar plums in his hypnotizing, so everyone's dreaming of sugar plums because of it.
Right. I mean that was basically the hint you gave me.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm telling you the answer is, and because everyone's dreaming about sugar plums, that's how she was able to get Knuckles to free her by saying she had sugar plums.
Okay.
Because that's how Dreamcaster hypnotized them, through the TV stations, telling everybody about sweet, delicious sugar plums.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I thought I gave it away. But you're like, I don't know where you went off. You're like, oh, they're searching for sugar plums. I'm like, what?
I didn't think your hint was the answer. So.
my hint wasn't the answer. I said everyone was thinking about sugar plums. I never mentioned Dreamcaster at all. I was hoping you would figure that part out yourself.
Well, okay. I guess maybe I overthought it. I'll give you that. I tend to overthink things, so maybe I just
I
overthought
mean,
it.
don't we all?
Mm.
I know I do it all the time. Let's move on. This one, I think I can't wait to see your reaction on this next part.
How about I bake up a batch of my famous cookies and put them on the windowsill? Sonic will smell them and come to steal one, but he won't know that they're laced with poison.
I guess somebody has it out for Sonic. Somebody who's not Eggman.
Actually, the whole
unless
village.
that is Eggman.
No, it's the whole village.
The whole village has it out for Sonic.
Yep.
Dang. Okay. Because they've been brainwashed by Eggman.
Nope.
Separately from no. Okay. Because. Oh, what did Sonic do to piss off a whole village?
Sonic
Let's
didn't
see.
do anything.
Oh.
You had it right with Eggman.
Eggman has started a smear campaign against Sonic to push everyone, or to turn everyone against him.
No.
It
It has to do with Sonic, one of Sonic's greatest rivals.
Well, that brings to mind either Metal Sonic or Shadow.
Well, or Knuckles, but still, in this show, that wouldn't be the answer, but, you know.
Right. Eggman has sent out Metal Sonic to do bad things to the villagers to make them think that it was Sonic.
Now, what were those bad things?
Let's see, trashing their homes, yeah, sure, let's just say that. Trashing their homes,
No.
Stealing things.
There you go.
Okay.
Eggman even had Metal Sonic steal from him to make it look like it wasn't... he wasn't part of it. Yeah, and Eggman's the one that calls the cops. Because Metal Sonic took his particle accelerator.
Probably one of the smarter things he's done, honestly.
Right! And because of their footprints being exactly alike, especially with the sports tape, and all he had to do was sprinkle chili dog crumbs everywhere, and he did that for basically every location Metal Sonic was at. So there was like a pile of evidence against Sonic because of it.
Nice. I mean, not nice for Sonic, but
yeah.
Nice
and the mayor straight up after she says that is like, "We're not trying to kill him," and she's like, "Oh, how embarrassing!" And then she's like, "Anybody want a cookie?"
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was a great episode, honestly.
Nobody gets hurt, or somebody's gonna get hurt.
Okay. well then.
Yeah, weren't expecting that one, were you?
What? that context is going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Let's just say we saw an earlier episode in the first video, or the earlier part of that episode in the first video, but I can't tell you what it was. Or else I'd basically give the whole context out of that. Well, almost.
Okay. Let's see. As I rack my brain over what did we see in the first video?
Yeah, no, the two scenes aren't anywhere close to each other in the episode, so.
Let's see. Oh. I don't know. Is it the swimming episode?
Nope.
No, okay. It's the video game episode.
Nope.
No, okay. Let's just continue racking my brain over videos.
Yeah, if you do that, we're gonna be here all day. Let's get something.
Fair. That's fair. So no one's gonna get hurt, or someone's gonna get hurt.
Why would Eggman particularly say something like that?
Because he is actually Sonic.
Okay, you got part of it right.
Okay. And he's trying to act like he's Eggman so that,
No.
or because, no. Why? No. He's talking to the gang, trying to convince them that he's actually Sonic.
Yes and no. That part, he tried doing that and it failed.
He's trying to stop a plan that Dr. Eggman put in place before the mind swap.
No.
I am quickly running out of ideas again. Where quickly is like now.
Let me know when you give up. I will tell you the answer.
Sure. I could probably think for the next couple of minutes, but just for brevity's sake.
When Sonic failed to convince his friends that he was Sonic and not Eggman, he's like, how am I supposed to stop the world's fastest hedgehog? And then Cubot's like, ahem, and shows an army of robots. So when he gets there, he's like, he tries telling them to, well, attack or whatever, but not to hurt anybody. And
right.
Orbot's like, sorry, they're not obeyed to follow orders unless they're threatened. So that's how he comes with,
unless they're threatened.
Yeah. So that's why he's like,
nobody better get hurt, or somebody's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, basically.
I love it.
Right.
Oh man. Okay, that is so much better with the context. I love it.
This is just ridiculous. Everyone knows when the robo-apocalypse arrives, it's the can openers that will transmit signals.
Mother side.
I feel like that's part of the same episode with the robo.
No, they're not.
Okay. But I'm gonna guess that Dr. Eggman has sent out a robot.
Has nothing to do with
robot
Eggman.
Army. Really?
Some of these episodes don't even have Eggman at all.
Okay. Tails built something that went wrong.
No. They're in Amy's house right now. Because there's like a thunderstorm going on.
Why would Styx be talking about a robot apocalypse then?
Can you guess based off what she's holding?
A book.
Yes.
Although it's pink, so I'm guessing it's Amy's book, maybe a diary?
No.
It's... Is it a recollection, or is it a description of Metal Sonic?
No.
Darn.
I can see the gears turning in your head.
Why would Amy's book be talking about a robot apocalypse?
Think about it.
What do you think I'm doing?
Clearly not hard enough because I don't see the smoke at my place. Think about it. Styx is holding a book.
Mm-hmm.
And she's talking about a robo-apocalypse.
And
the book belongs to Amy.
Amy's been replaced with a robot?
No. Although that one's not a bad guess. I'll give you that one.
She thinks everybody in the village is a robot.
No.
Ooh.
This one's going to be another one of those V8 moments.
Probably.
Yeah.
Amy and robot apocalypse. I mean, Styx is very anti-technology.
Okay. Hold up. Not Amy and robot apocalypse. The book is Amy's, but this context has nothing to do with Amy besides kinda a little bit about Amy. The book's there because of Amy, but otherwise the subtitles are all Styx.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of this one's hard to explain without straight up giving the answer.
This does. Oh no! This I was gonna say this. This has have to do. Is this in the same episode as the zombies? But no. I. Oh. Okay. For brevity's sake, I think we
Okay.
just move on to this.
So that book is Amy's. She wrote a play, and the play happens to contain characters that represent her friends. And
Okay.
for Styx, the book says that the Toasters will tell her character's representation of her, that Toasters will tell her about the Robopocalypse. So she's like, it's crazy. It's actually can openers that do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Right?
Obviously, it's a can opener.
Scientific
Yeah.
term is he got hit in the head by too many horseshoes.
Tell
He said the scientific term of it is he got hit in the head with too many horseshoes.
Where do I even begin with that? I didn't even notice who was on the table.
The most I'm gonna say is it has to do with the same episode that the lady said she was gonna poison Sonic, which probably doesn't help you at all.
Got hit in the head with too many horseshoes. Was it actually horseshoes?
Yes.
Or okay. I know we discussed the fact that Metal Sonic was stealing from people. Did he actually attack anybody?
Hey, he does Sonic later, but no.
Okay.
This one you're probably not gonna get either, so I'll give you a couple tries and then I'll tell you.
All right. He was. I mean, I'm guessing it has to do with something that Metal Sonic did.
No.
Oh. Okay. It started raining horseshoes.
No.
Okay.
Okay, this one you're probably thinking too much into it. You want to think of
He was
something that
playing-
involves horseshoes.
He got kicked in the head by a horse.
No,
He.
there's no horse involved in this whatsoever.
Ooh. Someone was using his head as the pin to play horseshoes.
You got the playing horseshoes part though.
Nice. Oh god. I nope.
Okay,
Nope, nothing.
so Sonic got a temporary job, and that guy's name is Earl. And
Okay.
They're working at the job. Earl's like, "Slow down, you're making the rest of us look bad." And in the middle of their conversation, someone's playing a game of horseshoes and accidentally hits him in the head with horseshoes a couple of times. And the
That was
doctor,
close
Yeah,
with horseshoes being the game.
yeah, the doctor actually actually has an antidote for the horseshoes. Yeah. Don't know how
Okay.
that works, but you know. It's just-
Okay.
yeah, no, it is what it is. It's yeah. And he's like, "Oh, sure, let me just whip up an antidote for this." And Sonic's like, "If you can't do it, then just say so." And he's like, "No, I'm serious. I can do it. I just need this from here." Yeah,
That's great.
right.
television. Who needs it?
There we go. Whoops.
That that sounds like it would be from the same episode as the zombifying one, but
No.
almost like television. Who needs?
Ironically, it's the same one as the poem one. After the fact.
Sorry, the poem
Or
one.
the play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just after the fact.
Because I mean, Knuckles looks like he's in a makeshift tent.
Yeah, it's a blanket fort.
I think Are they again still at Amy's house?
Yes.
Uh,
And Amy's pissed at them for reading her play, by the way, right now.
okay.
So she's kind of just in the kitchen out of scene.
He's writing his own play.
No.
No, okay. He is. Why would he say TV who needs it?
Again, you're probably not going to get this one.
He's so bored out of his mind that he.
No.
Okay. I was going to shut that down immediately. Like, nope, move. Okay. Wow. No, okay. I think my well of ideas is already dried up.
Okay, so what happens is they all go their separate ways, make their own fort. Sonic has TV. Knuckles controls the thermostat. Tails made something with paper clips to watch TV for a bit. Anyways, they're all freezing because Knuckles lowered the temperature to freezing with the AC because Amy won't let him have food from the kitchen. And Sonic goes over and is like, I'll let you watch TV if you give us blankets. And he's like, television, who needs it?
So Knuckles is on a power trip.
Basically, yeah. He just wants munchies.
That's incredible.
Right?
Okay, well, this is definitely gonna be one of those clips where I'm just like, excuse me.
If you want, we could just skip to the point where I tell you what's going on here.
Maybe give me a hint. Something to work with.
They're at the restaurant Mad Burger. Also, what a name for a restaurant.
Mad Burger?
Mad Burger. Like, as in, it's
Like
mad.
M-H Burger.
Yeah, like, meh, I could take it or leave it. Meh, the taste is meh.
Meh. First of all, what a name.
Right?
Second of all,
Dave the Intern's terrible at his job, by the way.
Sorry?
Dave the Intern is terrible at his job throughout the entire series.
That's great. He ate a spectacularly incredible burger at
He hasn't got
Mad
his
Burger.
food yet.
He's passing the time waiting for his food.
No.
He is explaining something to Sonic.
No.
Ooh. It's the Dance Apocalypse.
No.
You know what? Just tell me this one.
He cuts in line and Sonic points it out and he's like, no, I didn't. And Dave's like, I believe the tall gentleman with the on-point mustache was first. And Eggman starts doing it and he's like, that's how you do it, just gotta flash the stash. Yeah, that's what caused the whole dance scene.
That's great.
Right?
That's great.
He actually makes
There's just
Dave his
something
intern.
about unpaid labor that makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside.
Oh yeah, that's the episode for that. I kind of just gave that away so you don't have to guess the context for that.
Hey.
Yeah, that was my fault.
But in all that time, the plants have never given us anything except oxygen.
And nutrition.
So that was the episode I was telling you about earlier with the fucking Goga Buzz, how we'd see another part of it. This is earlier on in the episode.
Okay. Trees.
This one, if you get this, I will give you $20.
Okay. Well, now the pressure's really on.
That's how sure I am you're not going to get this.
Well then, let's see if I can't earn my money here. Let's see. The trees. They're talking about the trees. Why are they talking about the trees? because so the guy they're talking to is one of these Gogobas, I'm guessing.
He's the chief.
He's the chief Gogoba, and this is earlier in the episode.
Yep. The
Um,
one where they said they just go to the nearest tyrant that wants to enslave them or bend their knee to, whatever.
right. And so they're going to demonstrate their power by deforestation.
No.
No, they're the Gogobas currently worship the trees, and they're
No.
trying to convince them to not worship the
No.
trees. No. The trees haven't given us anything except for oxygen and nutrition. Let's see.
With like one of those battle themes going on is basically what that was. Or
Yeah.
showdown, whatever.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. That. I will. For brevity, I should throw in the towel, but there's $20 on the line.
Yeah, no, I am
Oh,
that
wow.
confident you're not going to get this. That's why I didn't give you context earlier, because it would have completely ruined this one, and I wanted to see what your theories were.
Oh man. Because
Yeah.
let's see, what's the context of that? The trees. Oh. They. I would say the Gogobas want to take down the trees, but I
No.
don't think that would
No,
be the
no
case.
one wants to take down the trees. No one's harming any sort of plant whatsoever.
Mm. Let's
So
see.
the context before the argument starts, because this is near the end of the argument, has nothing to do with the plants whatsoever.
Oh, great. No wonder you were so confident.
Yeah.
That wild.
Yeah, no, it is so wild that I can guarantee you're not going to guess it in a million years.
Alright. I think it's time to throw in the towel.
So, the whole Society of the Gogobas live off of guilt tripping people to help them out, and the Sonic and Tails are trying to figure out how to fight guilt, and they decided the best way to fight guilt is with guilt, so they're like, oh, we gotta go water our plants, and start explaining how plants gave them all this stuff and whatnot. Yeah, no,
Fight guilt with guilt. I
Yeah.
love it.
because the whole society just guilt tripped people into helping them. They're like,
That's
after
great.
Sonic and Tails saved them, they're like, oh, you should stay for this feast, and they're like, we can't, and then they're like, but all this food will go to waste otherwise. And then while they're sitting there watching Tails and Sonic eat, one of their stomachs rattle, and they're like, do you want anything? And they're like, no, the only nourishment we need is watching you guys eat. Yeah, no, they guilt trip people. And Sonic's Tails is like, these Gogobas are so nice, and Sonic's like, yeah, but why do I feel so bad? Yeah, no, they straight up
great.
guilt trip people throughout every episode they're in.
That's great.
Right?
Meme. Approved.
You
Classic.
probably...
Absolute classic.
Yeah, you've seen this one. Care to guess on how this happened?
Oh, I know I did a little bit of research into this before, just because it's such a classic, like, yeah, such a classic clip. Of course, do you think I can remember any of it?
No.
Of course not. Thanks for your vote of confidence.
I'm sorry, but how many things have I told you and you can never remember them? We even did like
It's a part of the video where I get called out. Nice.
yeah, like what was that game called? Buckshot Roulette. We in that game we did questionnaire to see who would get shot and who didn't, and you're the only one that couldn't answer anything.
Oh, speaking of guilt tripping. Okay, let's see. Knuckles has become the chief meme approver.
No.
No, he
Although you do have the
Okay,
right letter for where he is or what he's doing.
he's permit officer.
No, I said
Uh,
letter.
he-
Starts with an M.
Oh, he's. Oh, what professions start with an M? He's a. I'm drawing a blank here. He's.
I think I just stumped you more than I was intended to.
Oh, sometimes get like the most specific hints are the most stumping.
I
That
know.
is, I feel like someone's gonna put that on like a T-shirt or like some.
Okay,
what
think
a
of
quote.
this. He's in an office approving stuff. Who does that?
You see, that's the word I'm trying to come up with, and my brain is like, no. No, you don't have access to that right now. No way.
Who
He
generally
is-
runs a city?
Mayor.
Yes,
He's the mayor. He's become the mayor.
for the day. Now, what would lead
Okay.
to those contexts? Or that context?
He won a competition?
No.
He. I was gonna say there's nobody else in the village, but unless he's approving his own memes, I'm guessing that's not the case.
They're not even memes, they're actual laws. Yeah, he's approving the laws. He
he's
just
approving the law.
says he says meme because someone asked who's in charge here. So he's like me am. Yeah.
Meme. Okay, I
Yeah.
love it. Maybe he is the only person in the village.
No, there's a whole village.
Okay. Darn. Let's see. He was elected mayor.
No.
Who? What in what universe?
Alright, I'm gonna give you one more guess.
In what universe does Knuckles become mayor?
It
oh.
is so ridiculous. Like the reason he becomes mayor is kind of ridiculous, but for the reason the mayor did it is not.
In order. Oh, okay, so the mayor made it. The previous mayor
Oh, he's still the
Or-
mayor.
is still the mayor, but he's made Knuckles acting mayor for the day.
Yes, because he
Um,
wants Knuckles to prove those bill or to stamp those bills into law.
because he wants Knuckles to stamp the bills into law. But why Knuckles specifically? Because Knuckles can't read.
No. Okay, that.
I mean,
So what ended up happening? Because we got to move it along, right?
Yeah.
Knuckles stumps into the office after the mayor trying to start the story a couple of times. They even say they're trying to start the story. But anyway, Knuckles comes in and he's like, I need this very important bill passed, and it's to make it so peanut butter and pickles shall now be packaged in the same container as they inevitably end up in the same sandwich anyways. And the mayor's like, I can help you with this, but I need you to do your civic duty. And Knuckles laughs at the word civic instead of duty. But anyways, the mayor's like, I just need you to do your civic duty. I need you to stamp these laws into place from now and about when the fish stop biting at this time, because he's going fishing.
right.
And that's how that
Okay.
happens, yeah.
That's funny.
Right? So everyone's coming to Knuckles like stamping this law, and he approves everything. So everyone's like, I got to build my... I have a thing saying I can build here, but I do too, and I do too, and it gets out of hand. And
Whoops.
they end up trying to stop Knuckles, and then goes into stopping Eggman because Eggman almost seizes absolute power, because Knuckles almost seized absolute power, all because Eggman wants his garbage to be taken at a timely fashion.
You know, that a tale as old as time. Just pick up my garbage, please.
Right? Yeah. Knuckles gives a guy like a month off or something like that.
I love how, as far as I can tell, like nobody asks, like Dr. Eggman doesn't ask him for a permit to build a incredible death laser. No, it's please pick up my garbage.
Right?
LOL. Lightning.
What a picture to stop on!
Oh my god. I don't even. I should know who the person on the screen is. I don't.
No,
but I should.
you know you shouldn't. He's only in 2 episodes of the show, and that's all he's ever been in.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because I'm like, I know Sonic characters, but like that guy I'm like, who? Who are you?
What are the subtexts for this one?
Let's see.
He literally
Sorry,
says, "Here, I'll replay the clip." Just because I had to walk away for the second, right?
Right.
Mean.
Nope.
Approved. LOL.
But it's so bizarre hearing Eggman say LOL.
Right?
It's
It's bizarre hearing anyone just shout out LOL.
Like, what? Hold on, I need a moment to recover from that. I'm guessing Eggman and mystery guy there are hatching some sort of evil plot.
Okay, mystery guy, yes. Eggman, no. Actually, we kind of seen this episode
Interesting.
earlier. And I kind of told you what happened, but I think you forgot, so.
Well, okay. Is this a Mind Swap episode again?
No.
Okay.
I can't remember his name, but he's actually a really good character, especially in the second episode he comes in. I'm kind of upset they didn't get him more in the show.
Oh, I'm trying to think of the past videos we watched. Wow. Okay, well, the viewers are now realizing how true it is about my memory.
I'm okay with this.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, it makes for good content.
Can't argue with that.
I know, right?
Let's see. We have.
I mean,
it's not the zombie episode because
if the shoe was on the other foot, I'd probably be in the same position you are, to be completely honest.
Let's see. So, what is an evil plot that Dr. Eggman isn't responsible for? That we've talked about. Oh wow. I'm so used to Dr. Eggman just being in charge of every evil plot. I'm like, wait, there's a plot he's not in charge of, not responsible for?
Right.
Let's see. Wow. Nothing was coming to me. That's incredible.
Oh, his name is Nominatus. That was his name.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, is this the guy who wanted to take over the lab, or the lair, rather?
Yes. He's actually not a person. He's actually a computer virus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and in a later episode, he actually makes a 3D version of himself, but that's, yeah, I'm not going to go too far into this. Or that.
Okay.
Shall we continue?
Sure.
Lightning phobia pile. You're
first of wow. Second of all, I thought I heard thunder at the beginning of that.
Lightning phobia pile.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that like it's thundering and lightning outside, and so Knuckles has just decided to pile on to basically just seek companionship over his fear of lightning.
So Knuckles actually isn't the one afraid of lightning in this scenario. He's a nomad. Why would he be afraid of lightning? He deals with it out in the wide open.
There. So wait, is Tails the one afraid of lightning?
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Tails ends up getting scared, jumps on Sonic, and then Knuckles is like, lightning phobia pile, and tries to jump on them and misses.
Misses entirely.
Yep. Not even close. Like, yeah, no.
Incredible.
Right?
You were being chased by a giant sock puppet.
I'm sorry, say you were being chased by a giant sock puppet?
Yeah. We actually watched the earlier part to this episode as well.
Really?
Yep.
This is this the one where the village hates Sonic?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
This is.
Why would Eggman know about Tails being chased by a giant sock puppet? That's the
Tail. He's talking to Tail. I thought he was talking to Sonic.
No, he's straight up. If you look at their faces, he's looking at Tails.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the one where Tails has duplicated himself. This is sock puppet. Sock puppet. Why would Tails be chased by a sock puppet?
The better question is, why would Eggman know about it?
Oh. This isn't the zombified episode.
Hold on. He might actually say why.
You were being chased by a giant
Oh no, he
sock
doesn't
puppet.
say. Okay, so the words he normally says before that, well, actually, I can't tell you that because that might give away the reason.
Ooh. Okay. Why would Tails be chased by a sock puppet? And why would Eggman know about it?
Okay.
Oh, I see. So Eggman. Okay. Eggman is saying that he is telling Tails that he was being chased by a sock puppet.
Yes. So this actually happened to Tails, but how could something so bizarre happen to somebody? Think about
I
that.
mean, how could something so bizarre happen to somebody?
What okay, the better example is, I'm gonna go out a bit of context here. How could like for yourself, for example, we know giant sock puppets aren't a thing and they can't chase people. So how would that ever happen to you? Where is one place that things can happen that wouldn't happen in reality?
Well, dreams, obviously.
Yes, so there's part of it. The sock puppet
So
was in.
is this actually the Dreamcaster episode?
No.
Okay.
No. This was before that.
So so Eggman is telling Tails that he was being chased by a sock puppet in his dream.
Yes, and why would Eggman know that particular situation? Again, we visited an earlier part of this episode already.
Oh, this is Sonic trying to convince Tails that he's Eggman. No. Okay.
Okay. This one should have been an easy one, and I'm just gonna tell you at this point. This is the time loop episode, and Tails told Eggman that so he would know how to convince him immediately.
Oh, of course.
I am surprised you didn't get that one.
You know that we've watched so many clips at this point that like I'm starting to. There's a lot of clips to sift through in my mind.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's a waif, the orphan of our times, a lost child oblivious to the never-ending sea of despair.
Sonic?
Oh my.
Yeah. That might be my thumbnail.
The viewers can tell us if that's what you eventually picked.
Right.
But anyway, why would Knuckles be dancing with a trash can on his head? Because he just really likes dancing. That doesn't sound like a Knuckles answer. because he's receiving communications through. No, that's too sophisticated an answer for Knuckles. Because he's sleepwalking.
Nope. His eyes are open.
You can sleepwalk with your eyes open.
Oh, yeah, I guess if you could sleep with your eyes open, you could sleepwalk with your eyes open. Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's see. Cause why? Why? I guess that's the question. Half the question with Knuckles is just a why.
I could give you the answer if you want.
I'm. You know what? Just because I'm really curious, absolutely, please.
So there's a character named Comedy Chimp. He does his own show, and he's doing a photo shoot. And Knuckles decides to put on a trash can, pretending like he's doing a photo shoot. And so she takes her camera away from Comedy Chimp and starts taking pictures of Knuckles instead.
That's so great. Oh my! That. That. I love that.
Right?
Oh.
Sonic, what does Dr. Eggman
Oh, that's Comedy
have in
Chimp.
his pockets right now?
I don't know, a hippopotamus riding on a skateboard?
Okay.
Right?
So that was Comedy Chimp.
This isn't Comedy Chimp's normal show, by the way.
Okay. This is an interview he's doing with Sonic.
No.
Nope. Okay. I keep wanting to say he's testing Sonic's knowledge of Dr.
Nope.
Eggman or
Well,
familiarity. but
kind
that's-
of. Kind of.
Oh. It's those moments where you say you're kind of there, you're on the right track. Where I'm like, okay, how do I build on this? And my mind is struggling to build on this. The concept of he's kind of testing Sonic's knowledge of Dr. Eggman. He who? Wow. How do you? I keep going back to the Mind Swap episode, but I'm fairly confident that's not this.
No.
Okay.
We have not seen this one yet.
Okay. He. Oh, the two. Sonic and Dr. Eggman met backstage.
No.
Yeah, nope. Okay.
I can give you the context if you want.
Sure.
They're on a game show called Bro Down Showdown to see who knows the bro the best, and the producers wouldn't accept Sonic and Knuckles, but they accepted Eggman and Sonic. And Sonic's all like, I might as well do it because we really need to win that prize. I can't tell you what the prize is because it comes up later, but yeah.
Okay.
And Knuckles gets upset because he's like, it's supposed to be a Sonic and Knuckles episode. And Eggman's like, everyone's full of disappointment. I want to be a traffic cop. And then he's like, move this way. Yeah.
That's great.
Right. All right, we have time for one more.
All right.
Finish up here. I'll rustle up some dinner.
So I'm guessing here that Styx is giving Amy some wilderness survival training of some kind.
Okay, you're on the right track, but why?
Because Amy is going to be going away to some distant land.
You're partly there. There's a little bit more to it than that, though.
Ooh. Once again with the kind of.
I know, right?
She's trying to distance herself from technology for some reason. Okay, we were kind of on the right track before with Distant Land.
Oh no, the Distant Land was 100% accurate. It was just
Okay.
yeah. There's more to the context.
Okay. She's going to rescue someone. Maybe
No.
Sonic? No. Okay.
She's going after a type of berry, but there's more to the context than that. The berry actually explodes.
Oh, okay.
But that's not the rest of the context. That's not the rest of it.
Right. I wonder now if that's the reason the hut
No.
ignited. Okay.
She hits it with a rock, not a berry.
Well, who knows? Maybe there was a tiny berry there. I
No,
don't
because
know.
she's going to get the berry, not.
Okay. So she needs a shelter because she's hunting for these berries in this distant land.
Yep.
But why does she need the berries? Because my mind goes to, this is the episode where the village hates Sonic. No.
We said that at the same time perfectly.
Let's see. Because she's going to use them to defeat Dr. Eggman.
No. She actually wants to use them to decorate her house, but that's not the context.
Because she wants. Well, okay, so we know why she wants to
Styx
marry.
training her? That's the context we're looking for.
Because Styx is anti-technology, and so she lives and breathes this stuff.
That's part of it.
And plus, Styx also wants these berries?
No.
No. Because she owes Amy a favor.
No.
That's not a Styx thing. That's not very Styx.
Let me know when you give up.
Why Styx specifically? Because
it's not a matter of why Styx specifically. Well, kinda, but kinda not. It's why she's training Amy survival skills in the first place. Because she did volunteer to do it, but there's still more to the context that I can't say.
Because Amy wants to surprise Sonic with a picnic? No.
Sonic already knows about this whole thing.
Okay.
So does Tails and Knuckles.
Alright. Well, alright. Why? Tell me why.
So when Styx volunteers to train Amy, Sonic's like, well, with everything that Eggman's throwing at me, I should train her. So they make a bet to whoever can... If Styx could train Amy before Sonic can train Knuckles, and mind you, Knuckles is a nomad. He should already know all this stuff, but but he doesn't, obviously. And who can get there first with their survival skills? The loser will have to do the winner's laundry for like a week or a month or something like that. Sonic's like, that's no fair. We don't wear pants. But just to prove you wrong, I'll do it.
That's great.
Yeah, that's how those contexts go. But anyways, that's where I'm going to call it for this video. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye, everyone.